Hello, my beautiful Virgos, and welcome to your mid-July reading. I hope everyone is well. Guys, please, if these readings resonate for you, give it the thumbs up. Leave me a comment. If you want to get your videos to where they're one of the first ones I do every week, then you definitely got to leave me a comment. Hit that like button, subscribe, click on the bell. It all helps my channel to grow. Everything you need to know about me, guys, is in the description box down below. So let's jump into your reading, shall we? Very, very nice. Loving that mixture of mine. All right. What does the hidden realm want you to know? We do have a full moon in 2 days coming up. So what is going to be revealed to you? Right? Because full moons aren't only about letting go, releasing, writing what you want to let go of. Any situation in your life that's going on. Wow, guys, you're really smoking it. You're really smoking it. It's about also things being illuminated for you, things being brought to light for you, things being brought to your awareness for you. Okay. And there's something about luck, because I, excuse me, I was at the ATM this morning and it was either a little grasshopper, or I took a picture of it, or a baby salamander. And the reason why I say that, and it was on my side view mirror, and I took a picture of it, and when I zoomed in on it, I saw like faint brown, like little circles, almost like what a butterfly has on their wings. But it was beautiful neon green. So there's something around luck being on your side, a change in luck. I feel for a lot of us, okay? And interesting enough, a lot of us, okay, and I put myself in this category as well, have been really feeling like stuck in limbo in a way, right? Looking for that guidance to come from spirit, wondering when is that guidance coming? When am I going to have a change, a shift in the wind, right? Well, even though things may seem like it's not moving, they're moving, okay? So that's important for somebody to know. It's time for you to really just do nothing right now but allow, okay? Just every day, set your intention to be open to all possibilities that cross your path just for today. Just live for today. Okay, just live for today. You don't have to do anything. Okay, and I don't mean lay on your couch from now until, no, but what I'm saying is you've done all the research. You've done everything you can do up until this point. Trust that spirit will shift it. Just keep doing you. Just keep doing you. Okay, somebody had to hear that. For some of you, there is some type of shadow work needing to be done, I feel, around stability, around family, unity. There's something there, okay? And I'm saying that not because the shadow card came up, but you intuitively know this. See, this is for people who have been on the healing path for some time. Because intuitively, you know there's something in the shadows that wants to emerge, that needs to be worked on. And I do feel like it is around not just family, but something around stability. Okay, something about stability. So this could be as simple as you have to go to a 9 to 5 job. You have to have a full-time job in order for you to have stability. It could be something as simple as that, and it could be something that goes much, much deeper. Okay, but the good news is it will be revealed to you. Okay, and I laugh because I say that, and then I see this card. Okay, And this is something that has been coming up for you that you have been suppressing every time it tries to come up. And I get that. I had a healing yesterday in my meditation and journaling. And it was something that I had been pushing down and pushing down unintentionally. It wasn't like, it was just like, okay, I'll sit in these emotions later, but right now I can't sit in these emotions because I got to do this. You know what I mean? It's not like, it's like you're aware. Okay, like you may start to get emotional and maybe you have to walk out to the door to go to work and you're like, I can't deal with this now, but I promise you I will deal with it later. Well, it's coming to a point where later is now. Okay? Later is now. It's time for you to really cut the cords with something, because there is something that is trying to cloud your light. Okay, and why do I say that? Because there's like this little octopus on the top of her head preventing her light from shining. Okay, it's just energy, guys. I say her because the outline of her, it looks like a she. Okay, but it's the energy. Okay, it's the energy. There's something that is clouding your light. But once you have this healing, okay, this epiphany, this aha moment, then it's like almost like a little, it kind of looks like an octopus, but it's not. Well, maybe it is. It's like once you release whatever this is that's coming back around, because wounds will keep coming. Okay, and when I say keep coming, I mean like keep coming to the surface, because they're wanting, spirit's wanting you to heal them, release them, let go of them, recognize them and not acknowledge them, take responsibility, whatever it is that you know is your part to do in it, and then let it go, because it is something that is coming back around again for another look. Okay, so and that's okay, because it'll just open you up even more. Okay, and all these readings have been like really deep today, I have to tell you. Just starting right out of the gate. And I'm thinking about doing a little something different too. And please leave me a yes, a thumbs up in the comment below. I'm thinking about maybe doing a in between, doing maybe instead of a collective reading, or instead of 2 collective readings over the weekend, maybe, I don't know, maybe doing like a quick little energy reading off of oracle cards, just what I get, like I just got now, and it's just like a quick message, not long. Let me know if that's something that you think you would be interested in by leaving me a comment down below. So for my lovely Virgos, what is this frozen in time, yet a second look at something they may have already healed, thought they healed, or something that they have been pushing down from healing. Okay, from healing. Tell us more, tell us more. Alrighty. Something here about endings. Something here about having a lot of pain in your life, a lot of hurt, a lot of hurt. And really being held down. This is something that's been holding you back, okay? Something that's been holding you back. And it's like you're waiting, and you're waiting for your 10 of Cups. You're waiting for your harvest. You're waiting to start to see the plants peek up through the soil, right? And it's like you're waiting, you're waiting, you're waiting. But what you don't realize is suddenly things are going to change for you once you take this last look at something that was very painful. Why do I say that? Because you have this 10 of Swords right under the treasures in the dark and deep, or deep and dark. Okay? It's a painful place to go. You'll hear me say that all the time on my channel. I say it more times than I don't. Okay? It's the most uncomfortable thing you'll probably ever do in your life. But it's also the absolute best gift you can give yourself in your life. Is working through, those swords. Okay? And it's interesting because Cancer got this same card. So you could be dealing with a Cancerian. Okay? Got this same card. And I'm going to tell you the same thing I told them. When the swords go in, they're not as painful as pulling them out. Because they go in quickly, suddenly, right? Stings. But when you pull out each one of those swords, wow, the pain is intensified by 20. And you feel all alone. But you're not. It's dimming your light, though. This wound is dimming your light. So something that you may have thought that you've already healed, okay, and this was something that like suddenly came out of nowhere for you, is coming back around again. But it needs to be looked at so that you could give it the final heave-ho. Because that's what's shadowing your light right now. And that's why Spirit is shining a light on it for you. Because Spirit wants you to know you're not alone. You have a soul's contract to fulfill. You have a purpose. And your purpose was not to keep your light small. Your purpose was not to be baby kept in the corner. Your purpose was not, it's, you weren't where you were supposed to be. Okay? Wow. Okay? You're much more mature than what you were before. Okay? And this has something to do with a wound from childhood, okay? And again, you could be dealing with a Cancerian, because Cancerian got this card too, 7 of Swords. Tired of people taking from you, taking from you, taking from you, taking from you, and not giving anything back, okay? It's about setting strong boundaries for yourself, okay? It's like suddenly this lesson of what you thought you learned, you dealt with, okay, I put up some healthy boundaries. There's something more there for you. Okay? You may learn that there's different type of boundaries, which there are. Which there are. Okay? What is worth your time and what is not? You will see that clearly. Okay? And I feel like part of this is you could be dealing with a Aquarian, okay? Or Gemini or Libra. it may need one last, see how again, there's this little shadow around her chest, the heart. Okay? There's this just one last little scrub-a-dub-dub. And it's cleared. So there is something around a people taking from you, and you thought you've healed that. You're like, okay, I've set my boundaries. I see the truth. There's a sudden awakening coming for you. Okay, a sudden awakening coming for you. And it's okay, you know, Spirit wants you to know with the Ten of Swords here and the Hermit and the Five of Cups, sometimes we have to look back. And when we go within, that's exactly what we're doing. We're going back in time, our lifetime, to wounds that could have started when we were 2 months old. Doesn't matter when they started. So, you know, when people say, oh, let go of the past, leave the past in the past, blah, 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 the past also serves a purpose of our own healing. So sometimes we have to go back to the past to heal where those wounds, those seeds were planted within us to keep us small, to keep us down, to make us feel like we weren't worthy, weren't good enough, weren't deserving, wasn't doing it right. Whatever the case may be, you'll never make it work. You'll never be successful. Whatever the case may be, we all have our own story. Okay? No two stories are alike. They're similar. Absolutely. I met a lot of people with similar stories to mine, but not exactly like mine. We all have our own wounds. We all have our own things we need to work through. But it's something just like me. My healing yesterday that I had in my meditation was around my abandonment issue, and it was like, oh my God, come on! And I thought I healed this already. I mean, that was like one of the biggest healings I had done, or at least I thought I did. But there was still a little piece attached to it. And that's like what I feel like this is. It's just this little bit of shadow that suddenly you realize that, oh man, it's coming around again. Seriously, it's coming around again. Yeah, it is. It is. But it's a good thing. Just tell yourself, you know, every time you don't want to look at a healing, every time you want to run from it, every time, you know, it's like, but it also sets you even freer. Okay? So hold on to that. Hold on to that. It's just one more stepping stone. That's it. Doesn't have to be a huge boulder. It could just be a little itty bitty bitty stepping stone. Tell yourself that. Alright, it was just an itty bitty. I can do this. Oh, look at everything I've already done. Look at everything I've already been through. Look at everything I've already healed. This is nothing. This is nothing. And now, here's the thing. You go into it willingly now. Because you've already know how much you've healed already. So now you're like, okay, I can work through this. Because I know when I get to the other side, woohoo! I'm going to be lighter. I'm going to feel better. Right? But when we're going through it, it's like, oh my God, come on. Do I have to? Like a little kid. Do I have to? Do I have to jump? Do I? Push me. Push me. I don't want to jump. Right? Because sometimes we just don't. But sooner or later, Spirit says, well, guess what? You're going to have to clarify this tower for my lovely Virgos. Ah. Wow. Really? So this healing has to do around religious beliefs for a lot of you. Okay, it's like truly, it all starts within ourselves. That's where home is. That's where our connection to spirit is. It's been there all along. So this has to do with a religious belief system, a wound around something that could have happened to you in the church. This could just simply be a belief system that was instilled in you as a child. And, you know, you thought you've confronted that and you're like, yeah, okay, I know that, religion is just this, I don't have to partake in it anymore. I know that. But this is truly one last look at it, and you're realizing there's a vast existence out there that goes so much deeper than any Bible, than any book we can read, than any preacher can preach to us. It's much bigger on a much wider scale. And the best way to connect to it is in the stillness. Is in the stillness. So why do you want to be pushed? Maybe you feel like as a child you were pushed into a religious belief, a religious culture that now just simply doesn't resonate with you. And that's okay, because you've learned your own way of connecting, your own belief system. This is also about, for some of you, realizing that, yes, spiritual belief comes in many shapes and forms. Religious beliefs come in many shapes and forms. But guess what? They all zero down to the same thing. Believing in something beyond the stars, beyond the atmosphere, beyond anything the naked eye can see. It's about all being connected. That's where the balance comes in. So for some of you, you could be studying a lot of different cultures and religious backgrounds. And just because you want to learn, you're hungry to learn more about it. And then you're realizing it's all the same, but different. Just a different way of how they look at it. Some worship a deity. Some worship a statue. Some worship whatever it is. That's their belief system. But it all zeroes down to the same thing. So are we really much different than each other? No, we're not. We're not. It all boils down to the same thing. And I think that's what the sudden thing is that you're seeing. And there's the rebirth. There's the rebirth, the ending and the beginning. Right? The ending of a way of thinking, a way of believing, and a new one emerging. It doesn't always have to be a catastrophe. It doesn't always have to be a fear-based thing. It doesn't always have to be the walls crumbling down around you. Towers are good things too. Even when we perceive them in the moment of being bad things. In hindsight, they're always good things. Okay? So, what is this Seven of Swords about? What is this Seven of Swords about? I just really feel like this is about taking. People taking things from you. Yeah. You've had a lot of people take a lot from you, my Virgos, in your younger years. And it could have been an older person that did it. Okay, that caused this pain. Okay, someone that could have made you feel trapped. Someone that did take a lot of your energy. I mean, this poor person in sorrow, I mean, look how old they look. They aged tremendously. That's because the energy was being sucked out of you. Sucked out of you. But you invested a lot. You did. For some of you, this was what you thought was your happy home, happy life. And it did take a lot out of you. You invested a lot in it. But it sucked the living life out of you. Okay? So, shine your light. Celebration. Shine your light. Celebration. The time is now. Some of you could be traveling. Traveling. For some of you, you need to know that you are coming out of your depression. Okay, some of you have been really depressed. And you are coming out of that depression. Okay, it's important for you to know that. So what is the advice for my lovely Virgos? What is the advice? Some of you have a strong Cancerian that you're dealing with, or someone that has a lot of Cancer in their birth chart. Okay, you're either dealing with someone that has a lot, sage people, sage. Okay, sage people, sage. Because something that you've been putting off can no longer be put off. This is what's been holding you back. Okay, this claw in your side. That claw in your side. It's time to remove it. Whether you have to surgically remove it, which you can do that in meditation. Right? Cut that cord. Because that's when, with every layer we pull back, the lotus opens more and more. Your lotus flower is opening. One more thing. There's just one thing clouding you right now. It's one thing. And then your lotus flower will be opened. Okay? There you have it, my lovely Virgos. Please, guys, if this resonated for you, give it the thumbs up. Leave me a comment, subscribe, click on the bell. As always, from my heart to yours, love, light, and blessings. Be well, guys. Take care.